Kicked off of YouTube today, so I'm back with a new channel. Oh, I think I just started. Am I even going? Oh, yeah, I am. You know, we're technically challenged around here. I'm with my friend Justin. Some of you guys know Justin. He is a strong freedom fighter. He's been spreading truth and sharing videos on his website.
In that regard, I'm a super spreader.
Now we're going to get banned again right away. I have to find this. Let me find this. Oh, darn it, Justin. I don't even know if I can find this channel for everybody. How am I going to find it?
You have too many windows open.
I'm going to be in trouble. All right, hold on. Hold on. Humboldt Truth Teller. No, it's one word, right?
All one word.
All one word? Excuse me. Okay. Uh-oh.
Another one H. Enter. That ain't it.
No, so when you get kicked around, it's like you're going to have to email it to me, I think. I'm sure they're not going to help me to find it. And I have to send this to Mike. How am I going to... I don't know how I'm going to do it now. This is a test. Just so you all know, this is a test. We are testing. And I want to share this channel, but I don't know how to find it. So I'm trying my bestest. Should have subscribed to it right away, Justin. Darn it! I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel.
Well, because YouTube is shitty.
YouTube is poo-poo. Oh, there it was. It was right there. Never mind. Excuse me. Okay.
Do I send it to you or no?
Maybe.
Oh, look, there's us. I see us. We're
okay.
Famous.
No. Where is it? Am I there? I'm in your thing.
We're going live. Oh, look, there's us.
Okay, so I'm on. There we go. I'm here. Your channel. I'm almost there, you guys. I'm almost there. There it is. There we are. Now I have to send this. Hey, you know, this is why we love Mike so much, because Mike is so patient with everybody when we're all fumbling around in the technology, just bumbling around like idiots. I'm coming.
That's the link.
That's from Justin. Okay, Mike, I'm sending it right now, okay? Right this second. Subject, new link. And we're getting Mike to come on our channel, Justin. Ooh.
Do you mean the Liberty Warrior?
The Liberty Warrior guy. He's coming over here, you guys.
I've heard about him.
I'm in like Flynn with him. He loves me and I love him. He's a good brother. He's an honest brother. He has a heart to just help us have a voice, which I love. We don't have a voice here in Humboldt County. That's a counter narrative than the one that's being shoved down our throats right now in all the directions. I have a little bit of bummer news. I've been mentioning about our cousin Robbie over there in Trinity County for the last week, and I just found out an hour ago that his father and him have loaded up 2 trucks and his dogs, and they're just out of there. They're going to Indiana, and they're surrounded by smoke and fires right now. So please keep them in your prayers. And the homestead, we're hoping that it can be saved and it won't get touched, but they just can't take it anymore. They're smoked out. So anyway, so I think what's happening is Mike is going to jump on his channel. I was wondering how that works when you're both on Restream. He's going to jump on his channel, and then I guess our channels join. I'm not really sure how it works. We don't know what.
I don't know about these matters.
We do not know. Well, while we're waiting for Mike, I'm going to show you guys some of Justin's work that he's been doing. He has 2 websites. Let's see if that's him. Let's see. Oh, he was here. Hi, sweetie. Your food's in the oven. It'll be done in like 20 minutes, I think. Okay, so let me show you what Justin's been working on here. Where is your page here? Okay, so Humboldt Truth Tellers here. Mostly he just has
I got a picture.
you got a picture.
I got a video. The website needs some work.
Hey, what you see is Liberty Warrior Nations up here at the top, right? So that's cool. It's gonna
click on that.
We'll click. Oh yeah, that's cool. That is our. Oh, they took our.
They always
took
take
our
my
video
videos
down
every time I put it
Man,
up.
you got work to do on your website. So he's here. He does have some videos on here. Oh, you do have some videos on here.
This is the video I want people to watch. 10 Stages of Genocide. Watch it.
Okay.
If you're smart, and then your name's on the list.
Oh yeah, and you've got your donation button on. Good. Take this. There's Precious. Yeah, because I'm wanting him to stream live and stuff, but he's getting all his technology worked out. So the BitChute channel, let's go over to the BitChute channel. Is that the right one?
That's
okay.
Just click on my face.
Yes, sir. Let's go down here. Some of you have seen Justin in Humboldt County when he's out there. I could show that video of us at the courthouse last week and show what you do on the corner.
Please.
He's got the were you wearing the nose? You had the clown nose on. Yeah, he's got the clown nose on, and then he yeah, let me stop screen share because I got to go into all my photos and stuff. But we had a great time at the courthouse last Friday. We had a couple extra people that came. It's not a lot of people, but you know what? It's the faithful people. They show up, and it's great. And at the very end, we had some people come up and talk to us that own businesses. And so we're always blessed. We're always blessed by people that are they're glad to see us out there. We got honked at probably 300 times. I mean, you know,
the people love us.
They do. You get a few people that do not love us. They actually.
There's hystericals, and there's true believers, and there's dumb effing people for sure.
But we love them all.
Love. Oh yeah,
we love on them.
We're doing this for them too, whether they like it or not.
Right. You know. Because when somebody gets hurt or one of their family members get hurt, one of the first things is they're upset because nobody told them. And what we're fighting up against here in Humboldt County is the narrative that we have, which is not a open debate about anything. It's only it's an illegal narrative. First of all, I'm just going to start calling it the illegal narrative because it's like the anti-wellness narrative. We know real wellness in Humboldt County. I've lived here 32 years. These people here know more about medicine than most hospitals. Oh my gosh, we got a bunch of people here. So so Mike sent you, so I'm not on Mike's show. I didn't get, hi you guys. There's a bunch of people here. Holy cow. I thought I was rambling on myself. I'm usually talking to myself. So 33 people. This is crazy. Justin, we're getting famous here. I didn't want to be famous, you guys. So just calm down now. No, just kidding. We're just like a bunch of goofballs in Humboldt County. Hey, Travis. Oh my gosh. I want to say all your names, but it would be it would probably annoy everybody. Look at all these people here. Mike is on you. I don't know where Mike is. I thought I was supposed to be in his, I thought I was going to his show. You're here for us. Awesome. We need people in Humboldt County, you guys, to hear us and care about us. And we will come and fight for you in your town if we can, if we're called to. We will definitely be there. And thank you. I got a new channel. I have a couple old channels that were already taken down. And Mike's coming soon. Cool. Right on, you guys. I'm super excited to see y'all. Thank you for coming over. I don't think I can meet the bar that you might have for me. No one's like Mike. Mike's the best, but I'm a girl, so I'm different. And I have a boy here, so there's two of us.
I'm a man.
He is a man. That's true. But I go on Travis's show at night sometimes. And where's my friend Robert? I wonder if my friend Robert is here. He doesn't know I have this new channel. He's in Crescent City. Hey, has anybody here ever been to Humboldt County? My gosh, you people are awesome. I be myself. Oh yeah, Pug. I don't know how to be any other way. Don't you worry. They've tried. They keep trying to tell me things. But Justin and I met. I don't know how long ago we met Justin, a couple months ago.
Long enough.
I'll show you what he does at the courthouse. Mike sent you. Right on, you guys. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah.
I love it. Justin has an amazing story. He came to Humboldt County. He had cancer in his neck, and he came for the medicine here. He learned a lot of stuff about big pharma and a lot of stuff how to take care of his body. And he helped his mom and your uncle, you said. And we're going to share his story later, but we can't share it on the YouTube. It's too much truth for YouTube. They can't handle it. So
the full video will be on Humboldt Truth Teller on BitChute.com. BitChute's a good platform. It's just getting started, really. It's not quite as big as YouTube, or as I like to call it, CensorTube. But yeah, look for the next video on there.
Yeah, he does have a channel. I'll show you what his face looks like right here. See this clown face right here? So I was also sharing what happened at the courthouse. What we do when we're at the courthouse. So this is our little groupie, guys. If you want to see some fighters in California, in Northern California, in Humboldt County, this is our courthouse here. This is us on Fridays. This is we're not too rowdy. We're pretty peaceful people. I don't know if we can see you, Justin. That guy's wearing a gas mask on his face, and he's got signs about what's in the swabs. You know, there's Justin. You can't really see, but he has a mask and a glove in one hand. He's going like this on the corner. And, between that and the flag, it's pretty triggering. It's pretty triggering. So Canada's here in the house, South Carolina. Man, you guys are cool. Arizona, North Carolina. There's my friend. One of my best friends. Hey, buddy.
Hey, guys. How are you?
What's the best way to do this thing?
Have him move over to the right.
Have him move over?
No, I'm not. I don't move. You just click on the one that's far left. Just keep clicking on it. It'll move.
Second
one. No, that's
yeah, like you're in the window good in the picture, but your face is not in my picture.
I know you gotta click on one of those other windows. There you go.
There
you go. See, I don't have to move. You just gotta click on the right window.
Hey, you sent a bunch of people here.
Yeah, there's a few of them. There's a few of them watching. So
right on. Cool.
Time to bring your A game, right?
Oh man, we're nervous now. I liked it when I had like a few people, like 5 people,
Well, we're all family.
Yeah.
We're all family. They're here to support you guys. So thank you guys so much for showing up. We love you guys.
Yes, thank you guys. This is where I'm at. So I stream Monday through Friday in the 10 o'clock hour. I try to get on at 10 o'clock a.m., but I'm on a ranch and animals sometimes pull me away right when I sit down here. So sometimes it's 10:10, 10:15, but
that's Pacific time. That's Pacific time.
Yes, that's right.
Pacific time.
That's Pacific time.
Specifically Pacific time.
Yeah, I told somebody the wrong time about the prayer time, the mod meetings. Robert got me in on. I'm not the best one with the time management and everything. But yeah, one girl said in here, Love Pug said, just be yourself. I said, oh, don't worry. I don't know any other way to be. Right, Mike?
You're the best, Deanna. And I love you too. I love you too, Justin. It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you.
Isn't it so great? I know.
Absolutely.
I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. The big move is this weekend. We're headed back to Idaho. So pretty crazy.
Whoa, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm going to be closer to you guys. I
know. And my best friend lives in Idaho.
I'm going to be less than half the distance. So that's pretty cool. I'll come see you guys a lot more often.
How far are you from Cascade, Donnelly area?
I can hop on my 4-wheeler, go right up over the mountain and be in Cascade.
Are you on Horse Mountain, or what's that one called?
West Mountain. West Mountain separates me from Cascade. So It literally, I can jump in the truck. I can make it in Cascade in about 45.
No, sorry, it's High Valley. My uncle lives in High Valley.
Yeah, I know where High Valley is.
Is that the mountain? Okay.
I've wired houses in High Valley.
Right on. Are you by that river that runs along Highway 55?
No.
Does that go through by you?
No, that's the Payette River. I'm on the other side of the mountain. I'm on the other side of the mountain.
I'll drive over to see you.
I'll come see you.
Right on, man. I'll be there. My best friend lives there, and I love Cascade. I've skied Tamarack when it was open. You know, that big ski lodge they tried to.
Yep.
And then they stopped building it for a while.
I wired a lot of houses on that mountain too.
Did you really? The first time I saw how the rich and famous live, I'm like, you mean they ski right to their home off the mountain? I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow,
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a great place. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think they made it into
Travis.
A golf course in the summer too. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna shoot the breeze. And I know you're tired, so I appreciate you coming on. I'm not gonna keep you any longer. You done what I asked you to do. We didn't have no followers at all. Like, I don't mind talking to a few people, but it's nice to have at least a couple.
Now you got 71 right now. You got 71. So they're all here to show you love.
I love you guys. Thank you so much, Mike.
Hey, Robert found you. Robert found you.
Oh, we did? Oh, okay, good. Hey, Robert. Give Noah a tickle for me.
I will. Hey, listen, you guys have a great stream.
Thanks, Mike.
I know you got a lot of great information to throw out to people, and they can learn something by listening to both of you. So, folks, if you've got the time tonight to hang out, I would suggest hanging out with these two and trying to absorb some of the information they're going to give you tonight, because they are very sharp and they're good at what they do. I love you guys. Have a great night. Thanks, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just watch from the old TV. I'm going to kick back in bed and just relax and watch you guys. So,
right on, man. Soon.
All right.
Okay, man. You. Thank you. Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Well, hey, we're not going to cram a bunch of information down you tonight, but we are going to. I'm going to share this stream. So if you like a smaller room to talk, I'm going to drop it in here. I do know I can handle the chat room. That's one thing I can do all right. There's some of these things I can't do at all, but I can answer the phone. Robert, why don't you come in and talk to us? Because we decided we have to share his story on BitChute. It's too hot to handle for YouTube. They will take him down. And I did you know what? I knew I was going to get taken down on YouTube today pretty much, because this morning I shared a video that was, it's a song. What's that song? We Can See You, or We Can See. It's a 4-minute video on BitChute, and it's all a bunch of people that have had, injuries or died, and people are talking about the ones that have died. So, they didn't want me to share that with my community. So, we'll talk about whatever you want. You guys throw something out there. Justin's funny. You get him going, and he's really funny. He could throw a clown nose on, and no, he doesn't have it. But I'm telling you, when he's on the courthouse with that mask, he's doing this, you guys. It's funny. And we had a guy come out in a full-blown he had a
gas mask and a couple.
Then he had a jug over his head too.
Oh, you mean Doug?
Doug, yeah.
Hazmat suit.
Yeah, we do some theatrics. My buddy's here, Travis. Hey, Travis.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
Talking about you, man.
Yeah, right on. You gotta love Liberty spreading the love, man. He really cares about people. I love it when he does this.
I love that man. He's so good to us, isn't he?
Last night we went, I don't know how many, 3 hours or something. You can't stop when you started. It's an awesome experience. Yeah.
Yes,
so what do you guys got on your mind today?
What's that?
So what do you guys got on your mind today?
Of my story.
I'm gonna let him share. I'm gonna let Justin share his story, because it's got cancer and cannabis and
good times
and stuff like that. So everyone likes talking about cancer and cannabis, right? Isn't that a good topic?
Hey, those are the perfect combination. I've seen a lot of people been healed through that. It's a crying shame that the government won't let loose of it. It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So Justin, we met a few months ago, and I'm just gonna let him go ahead and talk a little bit. I was gonna interview him. We're gonna do a full interview and share it on BitChute, but we can't do it here because it's just too much, moderating, and they're too much. There's Robert. Wow, I got 4 people.
Hey,
Robert, what's up? Where's your face? So hey, Sunflower Prepper. Hey, you all that came in and said Mike sent you. Thank you for coming by. I have Prepping 101 on my screen because I try to be a loyal, with all of us digital soldiers, and I'll like his shows. Hey, Robert. So YouTube said.
Hey, Diane. Hey, Justin. Diana.
Diana.
Love you.
Poor Mike. He was afraid to say my name for like 2 weeks, You know you were, Mike. And I just said, remember Dionne Warwick? Don't I look just like her? Remember Dionne Warwick? No. Hey, Robert, Justin was just going to share a little bit of his story about cancer and cannabis. And I know that you know a little bit about that too. So yeah, he was. See, Liberty said, yeah, he was. He did not want to say my name. He's like, D. He's so respectful. Deanna can't stay. Gotta CT tomorrow. You got a CT tomorrow. Well, we pray that you have a good CT tomorrow. Hey, get out of here. My husband's having a colonoscopy on Friday, so we're all getting old. When we get older, we talk about all these medical. This is all it, right? But it's really scary right now because we were already afraid of big pharma before this all happened, and now I'm petrified. Now I'm petrified. I don't want to have to go to the hospital, you guys. But I want Justin to share his story. I'm going to get rid of this dog. I'll be right back. Scoot in closer.
All right.
Go ahead. And if anyone comes in, you'll know.
Yeah, gentlemen, ask me questions as I go along, okay? It was about 2012. I had a 7-centimeter tumor in my neck. I was living in Redding at the time. I ended up moving down to Austin, Texas, and that's where I was properly diagnosed with thyroid cancer, a massive tumor that they estimated had been growing for at least 10 years. And I believe I was probably damaged from a needle as a kid, and that threw my endocrine system off and led to an endocrine cancer because shortly after the series of shots I got, I started to gain a ton of weight. I was like 10 years old, 12 years old. Then the weight just started to build. And then a decade and a half later, I have a massive tumor in my neck. And I'm in Texas. And the doctor says, yeah, it looks like it's cancer. And I said, well, I'm going to move to California and use cannabis to cure myself. And he said, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. If you do that, you'll die. But I did do that, and I learned a great deal. So that was 2012. Okay, and so in that process of learning how to heal myself, I realized the medical fraud that we live under, and how pervasive it is in our culture. We have a guy in a butcher coat, our doctor. They want
to see me too. I'm the girl. They want to see the girl. Just tease. I'm trying to pay attention. Okay. Sorry, Justin. I'm so.
We're good. So yeah, I mean that's the gist of it. I'll tell the full story on BitChute because I can't give all the details on sensitive or shit.
But you could say one of the things. I want to ask a question. I was curious how much you ingested.
Yeah, so it was on the highest doses. It was between 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams of THC every day, and most people believe that CBD is the way to go. And CBD is fine, but if you're fighting serious illness, and listen, I'm not a medical professional. You need to talk to your doctor. This is not advice. This is just my opinion. But I think THC is really the best way to go when it comes to healing yourself. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of hype about CBD, and the system really loves it because it doesn't change your consciousness at all. And that's the last thing they want, And so
And then your
What-
mom was sick, and she was told she had how long to live. And Justin cared for her. He juiced for her. He stopped outside her door at the facility. She was being cared for till she died.
Well, yeah. So I was her caretaker. She passed away at home, and they had given her 3 months to live. She lived 14 months. On the 5th month, they told her all the cancer in her body had shrunk or disappeared, and there's no way it was from the treatments they were giving her. That was her radiologist who told her that. And so we knew we were on the right track. Because she did choose radiation, it eventually killed her, and that's why we lost her. But she got 11 more months over the 3 months they, said she would live, and she died with a smile on her face. And she didn't die full of tubes, visible in a hospital where a lot of the people that we love, and it's really hard. And so we're really blessed for the way she left the planet. And her last month, she decided to stop fighting. That was the deal. She's like, I think because of the brain radiation she had, her brain was falling apart, and she was in really bad shape, and she didn't want to stay on this plane. She could see where things were going, and
They
she's
check out, don't they?
I'm going
they just check
I'm
out.
going to heaven. I'm ready.
Yeah, we're
And,
done.
she was really brave. It's not like she wasn't scared. She was terrified.
Yeah.
But she faced it, and she died with a smile on her face. And her last word, she woke up on the morphine, and she said, poof, she's gone. And so, and then after she passed on, I helped a friend of mine, Uncle John, confront his cancer. And he also didn't make it. I had only known him 3 months. The day I met him, he asked me if I'd help him with him, and I said, of course I would. He was a veteran and a homeless man, and I did everything I could to help him. And the thing is there was no support. If we could have got him in a facility or into a room, we may have had a chance to address his cancer. But because he was a homeless veteran, because he was homeless, there was nothing the system could do. The hospice just turned their back on him. The hospitals didn't have the time of day for the man, and that was really frustrating. And that was at the end of 2019, and it really took the wind out of my sails, And I was ready to exit the planet. I had lost my mom, I had lost Uncle John, and all my friends had shown themselves to be real, whatever. And so I was done, and I was, really depressed. And then this whole,
illness,
cerveza bug coup started to happen, and I got the wind back in my sails. I understood what was happening. I understood that the system was weaponized against the people, and that they're coming. And I was already ready to go. Okay, and so now I'm ready to confront this.
Let's there's a couple. I'm sorry, I missed a lot of chat, you guys, because a lot of people rolled in at the same time and said Mike sent me. So if you have a question that we missed, please just ask it again. If you want to call in and ask Justin questions about his experience, you let me put the link in here. You can. We're gonna chat for a little while. I got to feed my husband in just a few minutes, but. So I wanted to ask,
yesterday. I wouldn't let him eat today.
He's like, this is my last meal until my procedure Friday. I'm like, and then Justin goes, what's tomorrow's Thursday? I go, yeah, he's just trying to get dinner out of me tonight, I think. The Trump
on his side.
She says she's a cancer survivor, and somebody asked the Illinois' legal state for everything 420. I was in Illinois on New Year's Eve of 2020 when it became legal. And the line at the door. I was in Chicago for New Year's Eve in 2020. Where do you get THC? We only CBD. Well, Martha, darling, we are in Humboldt County, California. This is the capital of the world for this plant here in America.
I moved from Austin to Humboldt to have access, so that's what I chose to do. You're going to have to get creative if it's not legal in your state. Cannabis Health Radio, that's a good resource for information. If you look for Cannabis Health Radio, they've helped more than 5,000 people address their cancer, and they know a lot about the topic of cannabis and cancer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's so ridiculous. I know that Trump signed the hemp farm bill, right?
Yep.
50 years, the presidents wouldn't sign it, and he signed it. But out here in Humboldt County, what's the problem? They're giving it to all the big grows. They're giving it to, and the locals that are trying to get permits. They're, so whatever. It's all that. But we're cannabis. We're in the King County of cannabis here. That's just been that way for a long time. It's been that way for the 70s. All the hippies and the 60s.
It's a hot spot for cannabis. So if you're in a place where it's not legal, you want to probably get the best potency that you can get your hands on, and then learn how to turn it into oil. And you can do that with a vaporizer and other methods. It's all on YouTube for now, and figure it out and know somebody in another state. I mean, if your life is on the line, what have you got to lose?
Mm-hmm. Well, like Shepard says, road trip. Go ahead, Travis.
When you talk about converting it, are you compare it to Delta 8 or Delta 9?
So
I do know I know some people that know a lot about it. They actually make some of that stuff, but they talk about the different things. People don't understand. I don't know the difference between Delta 8 and Delta 9. I know that both of those do have THC in them, but I don't know at what level.
As far as I understand, you need an activated THC. You need something that's decarboxylated. You need it to be heated up, and you need it to be very potent. Right. And I think a full plant extract, not like a super clean, like yellow butane extraction, but you need a black alcohol extraction to get the true benefit. And
is that done without? Yeah. Well, I pressure cook. I decarb. Like somebody told me that. Oh yeah, you have to. The cousin in Trinity County has been growing cannabis for 8 years over there, and he told me when I started growing CBD for my brother-in-law because he has the spasms, and we were buying it, and I'm like, why are we buying this? I'm just going to grow it, right? So I've grown that, and you have to put it in the oven for like. What would I do? I do an hour or 45 minutes at like 220. You have to, I don't know why is that. You have to get the molecule activated or something. So it's chemical.
Decarbonize.
You can consume raw cannabis, like you can go eat a leaf off a plant, and that's going to be really good for your overall body. But if you wanted to get into the brain, you have to decarboxylate it. You have to heat it up and change the molecule slightly so it passes the blood-brain barrier, and then it can get into the brain, and you get a whole nother set of effects, right? And if you're fighting serious illness, I think you need the full range of effects. You need it to get into the brain. And my personal trip is that the psychedelic aspect is actually very healing. That a lot of people have anxiety, but the reason you have anxiety is because you're out of balance with the world, or more honestly, is that the world is out of balance with you, and you need to figure out how to live in this crazy world. And so it's like cannabis makes me think everything's not okay. Everything's not okay. And, our world is on fire. We need to address it. Human beings weren't getting cancer at the rates they are now 100 years ago and 1,000 years ago. Give me a break. Right? We are super sick right now, and the reason you have anxiety is because you're the child of a really sick culture. And my challenge to people is feel that anxiety and grow as a person. Don't run from it.
Let me ask these two questions. Ever try an espresso machine to extract? No, but that's very interesting. I do have an espresso machine. And what do I think of Mrs. Butter machine? I've never tried one. Have you tried a butter machine?
No, I've seen the one that Himes makes, and I think they're fine.
Have you ever tried one, Robert?
I do it on an outside grill.
Mm-hmm.
Travis, you're a truck driver, so you probably can't even mess around with that, huh? Or truck drivers don't they?
Yeah, I can't. The plant itself, I'm allergic to. The THC, I'm not.
Oh dang!
If I even get, if I can't even get contact high, if I get in a room with it, it'll make me dry heat for real. And then I lose $30 worth of buzz.
Well, that's nature's way of telling you, right?
Yeah, I think Liberty loves the muffins. We told that story last night on my show.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think these guys that I know make it, I think they're using a synthesizer. Does that sound right?
Somebody also a synthesizer. What?
I don't
A
know.
dehydrator? You mean?
No,
No, a
this is a
synthesizer
really,
is a
this is a
keyboard,
really
isn't it?
complex.
No, Travis.
No, I don't know.
A synthesizer.
I don't know. I'll call them back and ask them. One of the guys that does this, and he does it for a living. They actually sell the CBD legally, but there's actually a process that you can take the hemp and make it Delta 8.
Is it a sonifier?
It could be. I don't know. I wouldn't even personally prepared to be able to talk about this. So I'm just throwing numbers or throwing stuff that I think I remember. I'm old, tired, and grouchy. You know.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. We're all doing the best we can here. You know.
What research did you do to make this decision? I know a lot of people have done it, and I've seen a lot of success stories.
Me out.
So yeah, as far as fighting the cancer in general, Chris Wark of chrisbeatcancer.com was one of my best resources.
Okay.
drmercola.com, Mercola.com.
Oh yeah, that name's famous.
That was another big resource for me. And Ty Bollinger and The Truth About Cancer, again, another good resource. The Cancer Control Society, that was another good resource. As well as there's another one like Cancer Control Society. It's escaping me right now. But as far as the cannabis is concerned, I kind of winged it. There was not a lot of research available in 2012. Granted, I was in Humboldt County, and I had one of the leading cannabis doctors, Dr. William Courtney, advising me. There was not a lot of peer-reviewed research I could look at. There was things that pointed to it being effective against cancer cells in the broad sense. But I just talked to growers in the neighborhood. I talked to like hash makers, people that were enthusiastic about fighting cancer. But I was in Humboldt County, so I was very lucky.
And Travis, fix your
To
phone.
answer your question.
What?
Travis needs to fix his phone. He's got feedback like last night.
No,
Oh,
it's
is that
not-
what's happening?
It's not me.
Can y'all put links in the description? Okay, yeah. And I know somebody asked about his website, and I'm sorry, they might have left.
I don't have.
Let me share it real quick. This is his web on BitChute. This is his website. It's called Humboldt Truth Teller. This is how it's spelled. Okay, so he doesn't do any lives, but he does upload a lot of information. Like Mike was letting you guys know that we do like to share the information because here we don't have our narrative isn't shared by the media here, right? So
No, quite the opposite. And the reason I created the BitChute channel was because I got a lot of bad press because I went to a vacation clinic in McKinleyville at the high school where they were offering it to little kids, and I protested, and a couple of the news rags talked a bunch of smack on me, and so I had to make a public record of how I actually felt and some of the things that were motivating me towards my decision.
well, Mike actually did an interview for us. He got on our. He has it on his. Oh, they probably removed it off his channel if it's removed.
I'll post it tomorrow on my BitChute channel.
There's the link,
Okay.
you guys, right here for.
I'm gonna grab that link while I got. Now I've got
There you
both
go.
phones open, but the volume is down.
You're so cute, Travis.
I'm not
I love Travis. I love you, Travis. You're one of my favorite people. I really do,
You're
buddy.
welcome,
Hi,
Travis.
technical Tom. Oh man, Tonto.
Well,
Neck of
we're-
the Woods is
I think we're
here.
supposed to build a
I've
nice
seen a lot of you
community.
guys. Angela.
Thank you all for.
What'd you say, hon?
I said we're starting to build a really good community. Liberty.
I
always-
know. I told Justin this morning, Travis got like 600 subscribers. I only had 58 on my other channel.
I'm
And I
over
was
700
doing it. I'm like,
today.
Right
I was
on.
over
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Right on.
Thank you.
If Liberty will do this for you
Thank
one
you.
more time, people will come listen and talk.
Yeah.
Everybody's searching for truth, and some of this kind of stuff kind of breaks away from the monotony, and people just need to be real and talk about things that are important. And I think this is a great You know, that in all of our communities, we do something different. I don't like to step on anybody's toes. I have a time or two, and that's okay. I'm sorry. I can't.
What? No, you haven't.
I had to pick.
No, you
but I had to
didn't.
pick-
You were dealing with
I
a
had to pick a
snowflake.
path.
Come on, we all know. I'm not making apologies unless I will apologize if I need to. I will. But when you're just talking to people, we like to be straight shooters. I can't do political correct. It's hard enough just to censor, your own self with this junk. Hi, Thomas. Thank you for coming over.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you, each and every one.
Thank you all for coming over. I'm sure I missed a lot of you.
Well,
But I do stream at 10 o'clock in the morning from Humboldt County, mostly about Humboldt County. But I was trying to get on in the evenings. If Travis isn't on, I got on a timer. I got on by myself and talked to myself for half an hour. I was like, "Where's Robert? Where is everybody?"
You should have dropped your link in Liberty Chat. He's always okay with that. He spreads love.
I know. I never know.
Because I do that. I'll say, hey, I'm gonna shoot over here and do this, and Liberty always does. Hey, let's make a video and we'll get some people over there. Last night we had a good time. It was good fun.
Yeah.
And we're only going to go for an hour, 3 hours. It's hard to get away from it once you get going.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, we're all lonely. I live out in the sticks. My job's been shut down. Justin's, get out
one
and
of
about.
the things that we need the most is community.
Yeah.
If you just make a list of the things that they're working really hard to take away from us, community is at the top of that list. Whether it's your church or anything else, they really don't want you to talk to your neighbors.
Right.
So
we need unity.
We're defined.
It doesn't matter what we believe. It's unity. We have to be able to. We have to be able to back each other up if we think it's right.
Absolutely.
It's important. We're at a crucial point in our life, and maybe it'll come to pass, and I'm wrong, but I'm okay with that. I think that we've destroyed our families. We've destroyed everything. We was talking about it last night. Our grandmothers, our whole families together, and when they died, it just fell to shit. Sorry, I didn't.
That's
didn't mean
true.
Well, that in my family.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Hi, K Nation.
Is Kay here?
Kay's
Kay comes to see me. I had like 2 people that would come see me. And then what happens is when Liberty sends you, you'll get a lot of people that'll subscribe. And then you'll start seeing your subscriptions go down. You're like, oh no, they didn't like me. That's okay. Not everybody's going to like you, Or they just realized there's only so much time to watch people. You guys know how much information gets uploaded on YouTube every day?
Right.
I learned this in church, you guys. You know how much every day gets loaded? 80 years worth.
Wow.
80 years worth of information. You ain't watching it all, people.
No.
You ain't never gonna watch it all. Thank you, Bonnie. Yeah, I really focus on Humboldt County a lot. Robert's in Crescent City, so he's an hour and a half north. But you know what? We're going to have a freedom. We're going to do a freedom thing out here. Robert was just saying to me today, it would be really cool to have a barbecue out here. He lives in the middle of a old growth redwood forest, you guys. He lives in Jedediah State Park. Oh, sorry, Robert. We're telling the whole world where you live. That's okay. He can handle it.
I've been
What, Travis?
I've been to Crescent City a couple times. I used to haul the fish fertilizer out there, and it's really tough to get in there in a semi. Yeah, or 101. I don't remember what it is. There's a lot of trees been hit by semis up there.
Oh yeah, and now they're working on the road so much that there's long waits. There's up to 4-hour waits if you're on 101 right now.
Yeah,
they're creating lots of bridges, and it's funny, they're shortening the road because all the mountains had all the switchbacks like that, and so what they've been doing over time is creating these bridges where it goes down like that. It's a trip. And I've watched the way they've dealt with all the mountains, rock falling on the cars over the years, all the different things they do. It's insane out here. how they cemented a whole wall. So we'll see how that works. I have no idea. Oh, I was going to put the piece in that at the last minute. So I'm going to let Justin come here for a second. I'll be right back.
There's a wall here in West Virginia that they put that one of the oil companies put in. It's called the $1 Million Wall. And if it wasn't put in, the mudslide would have covered us up multiple times. So hopefully your wall works too.
That's what we have going on here now.
Not touching this.
Just south of Crescent City, there's a landslide going on. It's been going on for 2 years now. They can't stop it. It just keeps happening over and over and over.
Crescent City's a cool place.
Yeah, I love it. It's peaceful. It's just a little.
I like to froze my ass off in dead summer up there.
Yeah, I got this one.
Hey guys, I got a question in the chat. Let's see where to go. Fight for Freedom wants to know, what do you think is next? How about I'll start and then you guys follow.
Go ahead.
So what I think is next, as far as the big picture is concerned, is more of the same, except getting a lot worse. And that they're going to say there's more of these variants. They're going to say it's because of the people who didn't take the jab, and that there's probably going to be some big event to push this thing even further. And we're going to see quarantine camps. We're going to see, I mean, they've got the media on lock, so they're going to say anything that they want to. And if you look at it right now, the lies are so blatant. The sky's really the limit with what they can pull off, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, because people believe it, because people are lazy, they're complacent, they prefer their bread and their circuses than actually doing research, because research is scary. And so, I think it's going to be more of the same, more restrictions, more losses of freedom. We're going to see more, like we're already seeing elders being murdered through neglect in nursing homes throughout the world. Okay. And so they're targeting people initially who don't have a voice, like an elder in a room who has nobody watching out for them. They're first. Okay. So who's next, right? You can do it by degree, by who doesn't have a voice. And eventually the people who have a voice are going to be on the chopping block. But at that point, they're going to have it on lock and they can do whatever they want. So now's the time we stop them, right? Now's the time for us to confront this. And so what happens next is more of the same, except worse.
Well, I would agree with a lot of what you said. I'm seeing some. Did you see any of the protest in New York City the other day on Monday? They're going to do it every Monday.
Okay.
These people they're building communities just like we're talking about doing here. And one of the things that aggravates me about getting on here and just talking about stuff is we're not doing anything. We are trying to bring awareness, but what I want my channel to do is I really want to be hands-on, step in, and let's go to a community and talk to people that want to start a dialogue with other people with like minds, and we can shut down before they get us going. They don't want a civil war. The government doesn't want a civil war. I promise you, they don't.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
Well, if I'm wrong, I'll come right back up here and say, well, I sure missed that. But I don't think
fair enough. But make your point. I hear you.
Yeah.
At the point that we start a civil war in this country, we're the most vulnerable we're ever going to be. And
Right.
who's going to be watching? China and Russia and all the big guys are going to go, hey, look here, let's just go in here and wipe this shit out. I don't think they want to allow it to happen, but I think if we don't speak out enough and do it the right way, it's very possible.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's just my thought. I mean, I don't know.
I think there's hope. I mean, I don't think it's going to be more of the same as if people get off their butts and start doing stuff.
Right.
And I think that's actually happening. If you look at Pat King in Alberta, that's a very good example of somebody doing something that seems small and making a major change. He fought fake ass ticket, and he asked them to produce evidence of of this thing that they're saying is everywhere, and they couldn't produce the evidence, and so they pulled all the orders. Right? We should do that everywhere.
Right.
Unless Alberta's a trick and they're going to hit him with some new bioweapon or something. But I hope not.
Right.
It doesn't happen.
Right. Well,
Where'd Rob go?
I could scare the hell out of everybody right now because they've been poisoning our water forever. If they wanted to, they could have done it a long time ago.
They tried in Flint, didn't they?
Yeah.
They tried in Flint.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for your love.
and you're never
Thank
even,
you,
and we
guys.
never even know it. If it,
Yeah, I think, Travis, you're right. They could use radiation. They can use all these different methods if they wanted to wipe us out. But I think they want to keep the show going. I don't think the deletion of the human race is ultimately the goal. I think our suffering really feeds their batteries more than anything.
Oh, that's
You know,
oh, I
sick,
think
isn't it?
I think they want to see how hard a squeeze they can put on us, and if we survive it. They're
Yeah.
testing the will of people's hearts right now. I'm 53.
People are stretched. Right, Trav? Sorry.
Nah, you're okay. I'm 53 and I've never felt tension like this before. And it's
I
not
saw
just
that
from
comment.
watching-
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not from watching these shows or talking about this
Mhm.
stuff. When you go out into the communities, and I do this every day and talk to people, people are worried about what's going on.
Oh, yeah. I was at the beach today, a beautiful place called Moonstone Beach. And there was a woman, the one person wearing a face diaper. And I walked by her and her friends, and she
At
was
the
telling,
beach.
at the beach, and she's telling her friends, and there's flash floods over here, and there's fires over here, and it's the end of the world, I'm sure. And she's wearing her damn thing. And then I'm like trying to put my shoes on, and I'm smelling a cigarette. Like, where the fuck is this cigarette? Because I hate that shit. I'm a cancer survivor. I don't want to breathe your tobacco down my
Hey,
mouth.
man, lay off the tobacco.
I'm sorry. Get over it. You should quit that
I
shit.
don't smoke tobacco.
You're doing the
but
system a favor
Don't be
by
a
sucking
hater,
that
man.
shit. I'm just saying. They really want you to smoke those things, by the way. But anyway, she's like, I'm like, where is that coming from? And it was the girl who was wearing a mask. She took her mask off to have her cigarette to actually make everyone around her sick. You know what I'm saying? But she was in fear. She was in absolute fear of the floods and the this and the that. And we're at the most beautiful, pristine beach in the state. Everything's fine, except she's living in fear because she's letting this little man whisper in her ear.
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
going
it's
on? I don't watch any
here.
of that stuff.
How is it where you're at, Travis, with the face diapers in West Virginia? Do you guys got to wear them there?
I've never put one on ever.
Right on. Thank you.
I've been asked to leave 2 places, and one was the Goodwill. The other was the smoke shop.
The irony.
Come on, man.
They're like, for your health, before I can sell you this tobacco, put this thing over your mouth.
Yeah.
Hey, and I'm all about personal choice. Just don't blow it in my face. That's how I feel.
Well, I started
Yeah.
rolling my own cigarettes, so I don't have to inhale all 80 of those chemicals that the government gives you. Now I'm fighting with
That's
withdrawals
cool.
and get away from those. So, if you'll
He's
look
got
at the
his moonshine.
FDA rules and guidelines
Oh.
on everything, even the FDA stuff, it's worse than anything they've dumped on us in 40 years. We need to be able to go back to growing our own gardens and raising our own food. And a lot of places that's illegal.
Right. Remember when
I
they were
don't-
making it illegal to catch? You couldn't catch your own rainwater off your roof in certain places.
Right.
When they start coming out with
Right.
those kind of laws, I mean, we all there was people paying attention, but I wasn't really woke to a lot of this stuff. And we don't like the word woke anymore because that's the hijacked word.
They broke woke.
They broke woke.
Well,
I
exactly.
wasn't aware. I wasn't aware of a lot of these things that were going on. I had no idea.
Well, and one of the realities is our grandparents can smoke tobacco and not get cancer, but we smoke it and we get cancer. What's the big difference? Could it be the series of shots we got in the hospital when we were born? That might have something to do with it. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
It's a possibility, but it's also a possibility of what they mandate they put in those cigarettes too.
Oh, that's it too. And the radioactive
not a
soil
choice.
that they grow in.
Philip Morris doesn't have a choice. They are told to put that in there. They back when they started the cigarette tax, they raised the amount of nicotine that had to be in those to get people addicted to it. And the further it went, they added and added and added addictive stuff to it, and it's harder than hell now to quit.
My suspicion, honestly, folks, is that it's hard to make a human being sick, and they work really, really like night and day to do it to us. And so much of it has to do with our state of consciousness. And if you're in a state of fear, you know, and if you're cut off from your creator and you don't know what you're doing on this plane, you're going to believe anything, and you're going to get sick. I mean, I think that's a big part of illness is the state of mind, and that they can throw these bioweapons at us and they don't seem to really stick. I mean, if this last little thing is the example, you know, I saw a meme that was like a real pandemic doesn't need 24/7 marketing and news coverage to convince you that it's real, but a psyop does, you know, and I think that's really what's going on, and that human beings are resilient, especially if you have any kind of sense of natural health, where you go and find some cannabis and some clean water and you do some earthing and some meditation, and you can reverse a lot of things. But I'm a California nut, so
yeah, we're breakfast cereal here. We're considered fruits and nuts.
You guys see me?
Raisins.
Hey Travis, you gonna do a show? I'm gonna jump off because my I think it's dinner time. You want to eat, and
Yeah, we're gonna end it now.
But I'll come on your show if you're gonna. Are you gonna go live today?
I don't know. I kind of told the truckers last night we could do a trucker show.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't going to.
I'm not a
especially
trucker.
if it's how y'all were on. I was like, no, if they're going on, I'm not going on.
Oh, that's sweet. No, I'll just be in the chat. I love truckers. My husband's father was a trucker, and they're my people. He was a Teamster, you know, and truck stops were the coolest place to be in America at one time, weren't they? They still are. I drove to South Dakota. I love the Love's truck shops, you know. They got the best stuff. They got everything for you guys in the Love's truck shop. You can get headphones and an iPad and like whatever you want at the Love's truck shop. So, yeah, it's great. So you're gonna jump on and talk to your truckers. Well, we'll pop in and support you and say hi and
I know you guys always come over and spread the love, and I appreciate it. And that's why I was coming over here, because I don't ever have anything to say. I just ramble on and on.
You're such a gentleman. I love getting on your show.
Robert, Travis, thank you guys very much.
You guys are cool. I love you all for coming over and saying hi to us. Thank you.
To the Liberty Warrior, Mike. You're the greatest.
Thank you, family. Yeah, you are the greatest. We love you guys.
Thanks
we'll see you tomorrow. All right. This is our new YouTube channel. So yeah, we'll see. We'll find you. We'll find y'all. Love you guys. Peace out. Bye.
Love y'all.
Bye.